So to make an agamograph, you're going to need 4 pieces of paper that are all the same size. I use printer paper, 8.5 by 11, a pen or a pencil, tape, I have painter's tape, you can use what you have, markers or paints, you could paint this if you wanted to, glue or hot glue, and a ruler or scissors if you don't have paper cutter. You will need to fully color 2 images. The first one I like to make nice and bright. You can make sure that you color all the way to the edges. That's super important to make sure that you don't leave any of the white behind. The second one I like to show a transformation or some change, something that's darker or just completely different from the first one. Again, color all the way to the edges, leaving no white. Then flip it over and measure and label. This one is numbers, so 1 through 11, and then cut them apart. Do the same thing with the second one, except label with letters A through K, and cut apart. You have 2 piles of your pictures. Then you'll take your 2 last pieces of paper, you'll measure in 1-inch increments, draw the lines, tape them together on the back, and then you will label. I did this incorrectly, I'll show you how to fix it in a minute. Then you'll fold accordion style. So forward and then backward, forward and then backward, all the way through to the end of both pages. You'll see that I labeled it 1A, 2B, 3C, and so on. You will actually need to label it in reverse. So you'll start with 1 on the far right, 1B, 2A, moving backward as if you were reading. As you can see, I'm erasing it now, making sure I put my letters and my numbers in the correct order. Just helps with organization. And then I like to make sure that it looks like it's supposed to, and by laying them on top of the slots that it's labeled on the back of each. Then you can start the gluing process. I have hot glue, you can use whatever you have, but you'll just match up, making sure that your picture is facing the correct direction, and putting H with H, 7 with 7, and so on and so forth. I decided it was easier to just do all of one picture and then go back and do all of the second picture next. Then I went in and laid the stars and moon. And then you can see the final image. This is what it looks like. This is called kinetic art. It requires movement for you to get the full picture. So as you move around the piece, you can see that it shifts from daytime to nighttime and back. Pretty cool. I can't wait to see what you guys choose to make.